Ladies and gentlemen, I love this lady that's about to come up next. She's such a great soul, y'all.
Hey!
Lexi!
Hey, girl! Loni! Finally, we're together!
And I've been missing you.
I miss you, friend. How's
First of
everything?
all, how have you been with all this whole, thing that's been going Girl, you know where I've been. I'm like,
look,
how have you been?
Water. Honestly, I've been creating, so that's a good thing.
Let
me make sure. But the uncertainty, that's where your faith comes in. Mm-hmm. So you really got to pray through this. But we've been creating and getting stuff done, reading a lot. Mm-hmm. What else? I get to talk sometime and put some makeup on.
Yeah, and see.
Look, and get some lashes.
Look good. You put your own lashes on, girl.
Yeah, girl, I have to put my own lashes on.
Oh, that looks good.
Yeah, it's hard.
It is hard.
You have to move slow. You have to move slow and start on the edge. And
start on the edge and move slow. Okay.
Move slow. Go slow and then press it down or get one of those things. But I always take my eye out.
See, that's what I'm saying. But
right, I can't do that.
But you always look. The last time I saw you, Ledisi, was at the Tyler Perry opening for his
so
studio.
Beautiful, wasn't it?
Wasn't that? How did that feel to be a part of that? Because I saw you up there singing. I was like, I can't go my girl.
I was a nervous wreck. You got Whoopi over here. You got all these celebrities. Oprah's in the middle with Tyler walking. And we're at the same time, we're tributing all these legends. Our legends.
Yes.
On top of legends.
Yes. Tell people legends. What you actually did. Because
I was singing on Tyler Perry had a float that goes throughout the whole studio. And he had different singers sing on it. Mm-hmm. And I was at the end where he was about to tribute Oprah Winfrey. So I'm like, I have to sing. And then I sang I'll Rise Up. And I had to sing that song. And they had just did Will Smith, I think.
Yeah.
And Whoopi was right before him.
Yeah.
They had given her a tribute and named a building after her. And then it's Oprah, my turn. Duh, the pressure. Always at the end with all the pressure. So there I was singing, and I'll rise up. The Andre Day song.
Yes.
Freaking out. I was freaking out the whole time.
You could not tell. That's the thing about you, Ledisi. You can't tell. Whatever it is, your talent shines through. You know what I mean? Aww. It's just you. I couldn't even experience. I didn't even notice any. We were all just happy that you were there to make that finale for us because it was just wonderful.
I'm always in the I'm always used for the moment. So I'm. That's what my gift is for, and I've appreciated that position, but it's stressful.
Well, you know what? No,
I can't imagine you're on TV every day, Loni. How do you do that?
Well,
millions.
But it's different because your talent is something that people really, really depend on. Ledisi, because one thing I was thinking about is that whenever we need a tribute, like unfortunately, if somebody passes, who can y'all call Ledisi? Call Ledisi. We need somebody that can hold their note and don't necessarily and will learn the song. We need somebody that knows words. Y'all, hey, call Ledisi, please. We know this is the 5th tribute, but we really because I want people to understand. You know what I'm saying? When it comes to when you get that call, the person's like, well, can you sing this tribute? You got to learn the song. You got to know the music. Tell people what it takes. It's not easy.
It's not easy, and a lot of times I say no several times, and people the producers be so mad because I say no. I say no. It's too much, and I'm like. My manager's like, they're not going to call you anymore if you keep saying no. But I'm like, I'm not the tribute queen. There's so many other singers out there. How many tributes you want me to do? I said no to a lot of them, and I ended up doing them. And first of all, there's memories connected to those songs. People have their lives connected to the original voice of that song. The original will always win. I don't care what anyone says, even if I make it my own. And that's the goal when you're covering someone else's song. You tribute them first. Mm-hmm. You honor their legacy. You honor them by doing it their way. And then maybe on the second verse, then you add you to it. Oh, okay. But present it in a way that makes it, thank you for this song first. Honor the person that did it. And then you can be you towards the end of it. And that's what I do when I'm singing a tribute. I'm me my whole time, but I always present it in a way. Thank you, Anita Baker. Thank you, Patti LaBelle. Thank you, Aretha Franklin. You got to give homage to those legends, man. And then I make it my own. But some people they're not going to like what you do on the original, no matter what. They're going to like the original. Well, get the original and play it. Right. But they asked me to come to the show.
No, you never just. I remember. You remember that time we went to Tyler's birthday party? I got all kind of memories of you.
Man, that's right. You had the camera. You were like, get it. They were like, no cameras. One is like, listen, I might not see this again, so I'm gonna listen. Even if it's for my archival purposes. You were not playing. Like it was like, I ain't gonna get all this. We had Stephanie Mills. You had Tamia. We had everybody in the room. All these singers get up and sing. Usher, remember when Usher got up there and sang? It was so good.
Childish Gambino. And then I hear this voice, and I hear these two voices, and I'm like, wait a minute, I know that's Ledisi, and I know that's Anthony Hamilton. Where the hell? And I'm like, where? And I'm following the voice, right? So I'm like, y'all in the corner sitting down because they done passed the microphone to y'all sitting down just blowing away. I mean, I will never forget that moment.
We did not want to get on stage. I was like, my feet hurt. I ate. They had good food. Listen, R&B gonna sit down. Y'all got it. And then the mic came to us. I'm like, Auntie, what you gonna do? Because I didn't want to sing. You know me. I'm not that kind of a singer. I like to hide. And the mic came. I said, I ain't moving. You moving? He said,
And y'all just going,
sitting down, going,
and here I am trying to come on my camera, right? And then who taps me? I feel this tap on my shoulder, and it's Tyler.
It's Tyler. You got busted.
I'm like, no. I was looking at myself on the camera, Tyler. I'm like. People don't know Tyler Perry when they say
he don't play
out of all that room. He found me and was tapping me because our show was about to come right over.
We laughed. The whole room busted up because you was like, baby, you had it down too. You were like, She had her angle all right. That joint was set up, and Tyler went.
I was like, and it was an easy tap. I was like, oh, this must be a lady. I was like, who is Tyler?
No, he was calm about it. He was very angel-like.
Yeah, very.
But that face said. Yeah, it said that Usher. It was like an Usher.
Okay. Let me just enjoy the music like everybody else. Okay.
You said.
This is what I'm saying. Is moments like this, Ledisi, that I just know about you. I mean, we've done corporate events and fundraisers, and you are always on point, always a lady. But what I really wanted to talk to you about today was your new book. It's called "Don't Ever Lose Your Walk: How to Embrace Your Journey." Tell us about it. Do you have a copy with you? Can we?
Hold on.
Okay, girl, I had a book. I always keep my book right next to me. See this? Okay. Yes.
I got it with me. Thank you, Loni. Go ahead, be a CEO.
Okay. Now,
you better know.
Tell me, what is it? What is the book about? Let everybody see it.
See, y'all, this is my book. It's a real book. And I try to sign it. Yay! So the book, Don't Ever Lose Your Walk, How to Embrace Your Journey, we're actually doing that now. We're forced to embrace our situation. And a lot of people, before Corona, I'm making sure I can hear. Yeah, this is right. So before Corona, we were rushing, we were moving. We don't take time for ourselves. We were just crazy, right? Trying to get to a place, whatever success is for us, instead of enjoying where we are right now, wherever that level is. Just embracing, okay, I'm here. It might not feel good but I'm here. Now, how do I make the best out of this? And how do I adjust it to go to the next thing? You know, for me, whatever that thing is for you. For me, it's being happy. If I'm not happy, I can't sing right.
Wow.
If I'm not happy, I can't create. If I'm not balanced, I just can't do anything. I'll be in here the whole time, replaying all these dark movies in here. So instead of doing that, I just wrote out all the things I learned. I'm not telling people what to do. You do what you want to do.
Right.
But in this book, I'm just explaining what I did to get through certain situations, and then how I helped my mother get out of depression and fearful of interacting with people. She didn't know her food intake was off, the sodium and the sugar. You know, I had to go through something before I can even teach her. And so I taught her, and now at 65, I basically retaught her what she taught me, and what she taught me not to do too. Meaning, I watched her do some wrong things that I said I'm never going to do again. So I just embraced learning those things, teaching it to my mom, and at 65, she graduated from college, magna cum laude. You know, and before that, beat cancer. And registered in school the day she was setting up her appointment for her operation. So it's like, I've been there with my mom, and that's just only in one chapter. I also talk about my favorite chapter I wrote. See, what happened was, this book, I had wrote it and I rewrote it because I didn't like the publisher I was with. And I added 4 new chapters, redid the cover, redid the name, took ownership, partnered up with my some publishers, friends, and we started a company together. And now here's this book.
Wow.
And the chapters I wrote taught me so much. I needed to redo the book. I needed to be better. I'm better now because I have a lot of ownership in my life and a lot of partnerships in my life. And there's a chapter called When the Circus Comes Around. I forget, I think it's chapter 6 or 4. I just love you know how when we're on our journey, we're walking, we're moving, we know where we want to go, and then we get discouraged a little bit because we want it right away. We want it fast. How come I'm not where I need to be? Right now I need to be there. And then you see someone comes along, and they know all the right things to say. They know all the right things to make it seem like, ooh, I'm about to get what I need. He's going to help me get there. And we're vulnerable. We're insecure. We're not sure, but we're happy we don't have to do the work anymore. We'll just throw it off and let someone else get me there. No, you still have to keep on your journey and walk. But now you're distracted because the person is saying all the right things.
Right.
And you're excited. And you're not looking at the things they're doing behind your back, behind the mask that the clown is wearing. You know what I mean? Behind the circus. Because you're a little kid. You're being swept away into this la-la land and not realizing, hello, you were on your journey. Somebody's distracting you. Now you're off your path. You're off guard. You're imbalanced. So that's what the circus does. It gives you all these wonderful things to distract you from staying steady on your journey. Sometimes you have to stay in that uncomfortableness, meaning the journey's not going fast enough for you. Sometimes you have to stay there to learn something or to wait for something else to happen. I mean, so when the circus comes, it's like, that's why you're protective of your circle. You don't have everybody in your circle, Loni. You have certain people that'll come to your house, or you build up to know them a little better, and you're like, okay, this person is allowed because they're not taking so much from me. And you realize the clown is taking from you.
Exactly.
The clown is like, come over here. Come over here. Let me show you this. Come over here. And afterwards, they just stole all your stuff out the bag. You like, where my stuff at that I had when I was on my journey?
Yeah.
That's why you can't have everybody in your space. And we get distracted because we want it fast. No, let it just happen as you're walking along your way. It sucks because I should have been had my jet, child. I ain't got my jet yet. I'm still waiting. You know?
I feel you.
You just got to sit in your seat, make your seat comfortable, and just go ahead and sit in it and make it the best seat you ever sat in.
But
or that journey.
But Ledisi, how do you, when that's happening, you sit in your seat, but you see all these other seats passing, and you be like, ooh, you know what? Why is that seat? How do you stop that type of thinking? That
you're allowed to do that, but not long. Give yourself a little bit of time to be human. We're human. We want stuff.
Yeah. You done knocked my bun out. You done knocked my bun out saying that one.
But it's true. It's true. You look good though, Loni. You look so good. But we'll talk about that after this.
Yeah, right.
It's like you can't look at other people's journey, and that's another distraction. Is looking at what everybody else does and comparing yourself. I talk about comparison. It's a trap. You're going to get yourself in trouble because you don't know what God has planned for them. That's you don't know how far it took. That's why when we judge other people, it's bad. You don't know how long that girl want to wear them booty shorts. Leave her alone. You don't know what it took for her to wear them shorts. Shoot, I got some on too. Listen, leave her alone. You worry about your own shorts. You know what I mean? It's like it took us forever to enjoy ourselves or to come to the acceptance that we're all great in our own way. And it just happens when it happens. I can't focus on all that or I'm going to lose track of what I'm doing.
Right.
It takes me off my guard. Yeah, I want to be up there singing. Yeah, I want that Grammy. Yeah, I want this and that and the other. But I realize I'm the most happiest I've ever been. You know why? Because I know who I am. I know my lane. I know my character. My branding is Ledisi is she don't play. She do her work and she go her ass home. You know what I mean? She do her work. She inspire people and she go sit down.
And she know the difference between an A flat and an F minor.
Preach, Loni. Loni, wait, let me find some money for you, Loni. I ain't got but $2 right now.
No, we need a machine. We need a machine. It's lettuce. Oh, we don't need a machine. We don't need a machine. Go. Let it go.
Man, but people got to realize you can't compare your life to others. Your life is yours, and it's great, and it's crazy, and it sucks sometimes, but you got to embrace all of that because there's a lesson. There's a lesson in it, and there's something good in it. Always something good. Every morning, I want to go out to the beach. I want to put on a bikini. I don't care what's hanging out. I want to go out. But guess what? We can't.
Right.
You know what I mean? So I'll just do it around the house. You know what I mean? And figure out how to find the good in my day. I've got to find something good. And that's why I love that. I hate that we're in this like this, but it's teaching us how to adjust. Human beings are amazing. I'm going to say it again. Human beings are resilient. I'm from New Orleans. I was raised in Oakland. So we are resilient people. We never, even when someone dies, we having a party, child. We look black folk know how to figure it out. Yeah. This ain't new to us.
No.
So it's like we just want to teach everybody to embrace where you are. Don't lose your walk. Don't get distracted. Don't let people distract you from your path. Now look at you. Let's look at you now for a minute.
Okay.
You look fabulous. You feel fabulous. You made changes. I see it in your. I've never seen you this happy.
Oh.
Like you are happy. Like from the first time I saw you, you were just doing your work. Like, okay, I'm doing my work. You're laughing more for you, and you're not caring about what other people think. You're just doing your journey and going steady. Am I happy? That's all that matters. That's it's just grown woman stuff too.
Exactly.
Am I right, Loni?
You are absolutely right. You are absolutely correct. That's why I wanted to talk to you because I'm like, when I saw the book, I was like, okay, now I got to get it because my girl done wrote a book. It's about, and I know about journeys, and I think Black women, we don't get our stories out enough. That's the thing. I'm encouraging everybody, especially women, especially sisters, right? Because we get everything else. Oh, the tree from the mountain, and it's the Pulitzer Prize winning by, Susan Bergenstein. Everyone woman needs to read this. And where's our stories? You know what I mean? That's good. They got theirs, but ours is a whole different journey. And if you notice, it's like even here, people are saying, thank you, Ledisi. Thank you. I need to understand because we are the teachers for the future. So that's what I'm saying. If it's one thing that you want them to take away from what you have written, what would it be?
Well, there's a chapter, the last chapter, the 3 truths. And I say it every show. Be careful. Be careful of you must have faith. Leap out on faith. That's the part, the uncertainty. Of course, you need to know what your plan is. I always have a plan. But leap out on faith. The second is to love yourself by any means necessary. You must love yourself. Even when that man ain't there or whoever you're in love with, they're not there with you. You have to love you. I met my husband because I was taking care of me. And he just popped up. Where the heck you come from? I'm working on me. Like, I'm just saying, when I was working on me and getting myself together and feeling good about me, that radiates out. So then all the things I'm wanting, God said, okay, here you go. I didn't have to ask for it, and I wasn't even looking for it. But that was a long time ago. And now it just kind of, boop, boop, here you go. And the last thing is be careful of who and what you allow in your personal circle. You cannot have everyone there, but you can love some people from afar because they're still growing and they're still learning how to get themselves together, and you can't let it affect you. There's certain people that are just dark every day. They just like chaos. I don't want, you can have that back. There you go. You know what I mean? I don't have time. I'm tired. And Black women, we think we can do everything. We cannot do everything. There's some things we got to say no. Black women feel like we can do everything. We cannot do everything. Exactly. We need, ask for the help, but ask it in a way that says, I need to help myself. To elevate myself, I need this from you. Like you said, Led, you got a book. I got to help my sister out. Loni has a book. Loni, what you need me to post? I'll post it. You know what I mean? It's like, ask for the help you need to help other people. And you always give back. I don't care. Even when you weren't as happy as you are now, you always still gave back. We forget to give back to our community, make platforms that are community. And it's like we wouldn't be in the situation if we were all talking together. There used to be a place where we would go to talk together. Like we would meet at churches and talk together. Our ancestors did all this. We would talk. We would get together and be clear about what our plans are. We don't have a plan. Once we get a plan and get together and talk more, like even if we have more, like you make sister communities. I see you do it. I'm on all your platforms, remember? So we need more of that. So Black women know you don't have to be a shero today. Not today. A mama can say, hey, I need a break. Sit your ass. She can say that. You know what I mean? Like, it feels like we are afraid to say what we want. Say what you want. Right. And mean it as long as you don't do it in malice and stop. And we judge each other so bad. Oh, you gotta stop doing that. We have to. We don't have to agree. I don't have to like your hair.
But do you think that judgment comes from envy and jealousy? So how to deal with that?
That has nothing to do with you. That has nothing to do with me. I can't control how someone else is feeling. I can't do that. Absolutely not. What I can do is lead by example. Yes. That's all I can do.
Yes.
That's all I can't. I will never tell people what to do because you cannot. I can't tell you, girl, this works better. Loni gonna do what the hell Loni want to do.
I know. Grown people don't want you to tell them what to do. Grown people don't want you to tell them what to do. I
want you telling me what to do. I wear what I want. I sing what I want. Don't tell me what to do. So how you gonna go walk around telling somebody else what to do? Get out of here. You can suggest. You can lead by example. You can write a book and put it out there. You can write some music. You can say the words lightly. Let people make the decision on their own. But when you messing with my life and my livelihood, that's when we got a problem. That's when I have to do something different.
You said a word today.
And that's all I'm saying. I ain't no preacher. I'm just saying what I feel for me. And I'm not perfect. I don't like this. I want to go out. Like I told you, I whine in here. My husband like, listen, I don't want to hear this shit though. So then I go to my corner and I do what I have to do. And I get to hang out with you and put makeup on and be cute for a little bit. So it's like, whatever.
Well, when I saw it, again, the name of the book is Don't Ever Lose Your Walk, How to Embrace Your Journey. It's available in paperback and ebook. Is the audiobook coming?
Yes, it's me taking so long to record it. Because I want to do it over and do it right and make sure it's clear. So it's almost done. I'm almost done.
Almost? Okay. Okay. So anywhere that they sell paperback, so that's like Amazon, ebooks, you guys pick this up, support Ledisi. She is always supporting us, and it's just some great information. Anything else you got coming up? We working on?
Well, I'm mixing right now. I'm mixing my new project. It's coming out soon. I can't wait to reveal it and all that stuff. All that stuff takes time. I hope we get to release it this year. I worked my ass off for 3 years to put it out, so hopefully it'll come out.
It will.
And that's about it. And we're just seeing what happens next. But what I do know is that I'm blessed. Mm-hmm. You're blessed, and we have a cool friendship. I'm happy we have the same publicist. So, isn't she great, man? She's so great.
Phenomenal.
Elizabeth is wonderful. And I just love the way she spoke. I went, I didn't even meet her yet. I still haven't met her. I just heard her on the phone, and she said all the right things.
She's just great, and she really works hard.
But it's spiritual. It came from a spiritual place. It wasn't all business. It was like, you're an artist. You deserve these things. So I love the work she's doing. But I love you, Loni. Loni, I love you. I'm happy for you.
I love you. And I'm happy that you're happy for me. But I want you to keep glowing, keep growing. You always make us so proud. And just the songs that you have given us, it's just, I can't wait for more. But we still have what we have in you. So I want everybody in the comments to please give hand claps to Miss Ledisi for taking time. Taking time out of her busy schedule to come and talk to us today on
Anything for you. Anything for you, Loni. Anything.
The book again is called Don't Ever Lose Your Walk, How to Embrace Your Journey. Get it today. Order it, paperback, ebook, and when the audiobook come out.
Okay, I'm hurrying.
Okay. I love you,
Thanks, Loni. I love you. Thanks for having me. You too.